insider Mary Kay, she was embarrassing editor insider for the Cleveland Browns when it came to Dillon Gabriel and SHEDEUR Sanders. When it came to covering the Cleveland Browns last year, Mary Kay was embarrassing. And also, hey, Boog, he responded over there on Twitter. And lastly, SHILO, then SHILO, he's back at Jackson State. And you don't want to miss this performance from SHILO Sanders. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on the late edition of Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hype this video and let's get this show started. Let's go. Got it on my mind. Yeah. I'll never confident.
God hand on me, that's enough, ay, we good, on me, God got his hand on me, any devil try to plan on me, gon' need a plan B, you can plan on me, but we good, on me, God got his hand on me, too blessed if you know what I mean, ay, we good, on me, God got his hand on me.
Browns insider Mary Kay Cabot, she was an embarrassing editor, Browns insider, for any kind of information that came out of the Cleveland Browns organization. Matter of fact, the owner, Jimmy Haslam, when he fired Kevin Stefanski, he should have fired Mary Kay Cabot for covering his football team. If you agree or disagree, put it in the comment section. Mary Kay spread so many lies when it came to Dillon Gabriel and SHEDEUR Sanders at that quarterback position. And the reason why she was doing it, because she tried to push a narrative for the head coach at that time, Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski made the most egregious pick of NFL draft history when they chose Dillon Gabriel at that number 3rd round pick that they had. A top 100 pick. That was embarrassing to hear Mary Kay come out every day and just spread lies about how far Dillon Gabriel was alone than SHEDEUR Sanders. That Dillon Gabriel knew the offense better than SHEDEUR Sanders. That Dillon Gabriel performed better than SHEDEUR Sanders. We looking around and saying, what? And then they carried that narrative all the way through the season until Dillon Gabriel got injured in that Baltimore Ravens game. Halftime, he was out. He was playing so bad, they tried to save their face. We hadn't heard from Dillon Gabriel since then. Tony Grosson, he ain't mentioned Dillon Gabriel so far yet. Only time she mentioned Dillon Gabriel's name, she's saying now he's not even in the conversation of being considered a starting quarterback, especially with this competition that finna start with SHEDEUR Sanders and Deshaun Watson. Don't even bring up his name, but all last season, that's all she was talking about. Dillon Gabriel this, Dillon Gabriel this. She believed in Dillon Gabriel. She liked the way Dillon Gabriel performed. Oh, I ain't lying. She the one who was lying. Hold on. Wait. Play the video.
He's got a computer-like brain.
Gabriel hit as he throws. Browns looking for the touchdown. Gabriel, not going to happen. Gabriel is thrown down.
He's mobile. He can zip around out there.
After the Browns timeout, Gabriel rushes on, and Gabriel gets sacked.
I think you'll see a quicker game.
One-on-one, or at least a running back chip up top. Gabriel, there it is. He got hit from behind.
I think you'll see Dillon getting the ball into the hands of more receivers.
The throw from Gabriel is almost intercepted.
Dillon Gabriel can slip and slide away from trouble.
Gabriel in trouble.
Maybe he can step up in the pocket.
Gabriel steps up, and he's sacked.
Or step to his side.
Gabriel out of the pocket, on the move, caught from behind.
Dillon might be able to not only function pretty well himself, but elevate the play of the guys around him.
Gabriel, he tried to swing it out. Instead, it gets knocked down.
I don't think things could get any worse with Dillon.
For the course of his journey. And Gabriel gets crunched.
Once again, she was embarrassing for the Cleveland Browns football team on her reporting about Dillon Gabriel was better than SHEDEUR Sanders. Now she got to eat those words. When you hear Tony Grossi now, he don't even mention Dillon Gabriel's name. Don't even bring it up at all in his conversation. So that goes to tell you right there, who were they getting that information from? That Dillon Gabriel was further along than SHEDEUR Sanders, that Dillon Gabriel was a better quarterback than SHEDEUR Sanders. We already know who it come from. We already know where those words came from. The head coach, the former head coach, Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski, and he chose that route, and that's why he lost his job. Because the owner came out and said, hey, we believe they had a better team, and they should have won more games than they won this past season. Total of 5 games, and SHEDEUR won 3 on them, and he was the last quarterback that started for the team. Joe Flacco started the first 4, then came Dillon Gabriel, then SHEDEUR Sanders. And at the end, hey, the quarterback that he chose last turned out to be the best quarterback on the team. The Bible said, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And that's SHEDEUR Sanders. Might have wanted him to be last, but now he's first. Now he's being considered to be the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns football team in this upcoming year in 2026. That should be an indictment on your coaching record. Instead of those 2-time coach of the year, yeah, this indictment on you should be on your coaching record, and you should not be allowed to coach another NFL team. You just should. You just should. You set the Cleveland Browns organization back another year. SHEDEUR could have been going into his 2nd year and ready to go. He could have been had the experience. He could have been had the opportunity to work during OTAs, get familiar with his teammates. He already said he wasn't comfortable with them because he never got a chance. He never got a chance to practice with the #1 offensive team until the week of the game of the Las Vegas Raiders. You should have been fired then. He should have been fired then. Kevin Stefanski should have got his walking paper. And Mary Kay too. You treating your fan base so wrong on your reporting, the Cleveland Browns owner should take your rights and your privilege from coming into his facility to interview anybody who belongs with the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, I said it. Sports Talk would be what? Yeah, I said it. You should not be allowed to cover them. You shouldn't. But I'm going to get ready to move on. But hey, Andrew Berry once again is doing his things. He got his top 30 visits going on again today. Today, he had 2 more players to visit the Cleveland Browns facility. It's been reported that the tight end from Georgia, Oscar Depp, he made his visit today, and the reason why he was in, he said he enjoyed his time at the University of Georgia when the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, now Todd Monken, was the offensive coordinator. He said that's the reason why he committed to Georgia. So as you see right there, Oscar, the tight end for Georgia, he made his visit today. And also during the top 30 visit, a wide receiver from the Alabama Crimson Tide, Jeremy Bernard, a wide receiver with his last name as my first name, visit the Cleveland Browns football team. When you look at Jeremy Bernard, he's a projected, 3rd-day draft pick wide receiver. So just in case the top wide receivers are gone, they're going to be looking at him too. So that's a good thing. Andrew Berry is doing his thing. Jeremy Bernard, the wide receiver from Alabama, 6'1", 206 pounds, 22 years old. He had 64 receptions, 862 yards, and 7 TDs. And they also re-signed defensive lineman Sam Kamara from the practice squad. So they re-signed him. That's the defensive lineman that they need up front to help the defense this year. Also, don't forget, they hosted also Washington wide receiver Denzel Boston for their top 30 visit. Also, 6'4", 212 pounds. He's 22 years old, 62 catches, 881 yards with 11 touchdowns with the Washington Huskies. That was Denzel Boston, who I think he will be one of the wide receivers that they target to draft late on in the rounds, like for the 39th pick, if he's still there. They might try to get him at that 24th pick. They just might. So you need to pay attention to that. That's what I believe. I believe that's what they'll do. I really do. Now, let's go over there on Twitter and listen to see what Boog had to say when it comes to the Cleveland media always want to spread lies about SHEDEUR Sanders. Listen to what Boog had to say. Here go Boog. Boog tweeted over there a few days ago, this right here. You know, you got so many stories out there about SHEDEUR Sanders this, SHEDEUR Sanders that. They be lying once again. Mary Kay Cabinet always got something just negative to say when it comes to SHEDEUR Sanders. This is what Boog had to respond to, right? Here he is right here. He said, "It's amazing how the world goes out of their way to create a narrative in the worst way when it's SHEDEUR Sanders. But then when somebody else does the exact same thing, they act like it was never a thing before. And they want us to forget and not to mention it." That's why I'm doing this show right here. Mary Kay spread so many lies, and now she act like she never did it and think everything okay. Once again, Kevin Stefanski, when he got fired, Mary Kay should not be allowed to cover the Cleveland Browns football team. It shouldn't be. That's why you got the Cleveland media against the CU aunties. It's a divide because of so many lies was spread when it came to SHEDEUR Sanders. And they tried to justify just because he was a 5th round draft pick. That's no excuse for you to go out there and try to pump DILLON Gabriel up when people who covered them and was out there said he didn't even look like an NFL quarterback. And then you're going to come back and say, hey, he's further along than SHEDEUR Sanders. Hell, he had to be. The head coach didn't let him participate with the rest of the players on top of the field. They had SHEDEUR down at the bottom of the field. They had SHEDEUR at the bottom of the field. So how can SHEDEUR go out there and show them what he got? He never planned for SHEDEUR to play. He wanted to save face. He wanted to make sure the guy that he drafted, that he wanted, that he campaigned for, turned out to be better than the player that Andrew Berry drafted and wanted on the football team. And it blew up in his face. It blew up in his face. And he should not, I repeat, he should not be allowed to coach no NFL team. None of what he did right here in Cleveland concerning SHEDEUR Sanders. It is what it is. I said it, I stand on. But I'm going to leave him with SHILO Sanders returning back to the Jackson State University. And he put on a show. Let's watch and see what SHILO had to do at Jackson State when he returned back. SHILO Sanders, my dog.
to get into sports and to use that to put myself in a position to do other things. So just using what I could do, my athletic abilities, to have a platform to do anything based off of that and to build relationships and to meet people that I wouldn't have met if I didn't, or even to get degrees, like graduating from here. When people be like, you went to Jackson? No, I graduated from Jackson. So just even, you know, from being able to do that just from playing the sport, you know, it was a blessing. But there's a lot of ways to use what you're doing in high school to propel your career. I promise to make responsible choices. Before, during, and after prom. Don't be out here smoking and drinking. Y'all focus. Finish this school semester. Listen to y'all teachers. I'm gonna check on y'all when I get back.
They're gonna be so surprised they don't know you're here.
I'm surprised that this piano's right here. We gotta get that.
That's Shiloh Sanders on stage down there with the Jackson State University where he played with his father as the head coach. Deion Sanders, Shiloh Sanders is one heck of a dude, man. That's my dog. Look like he done gave football up. He ain't got no interest in playing football no more. That's it. It looked like that's it. He just enjoying life. Hey, I'm happy for him. Whatever he decided to do, I'm happy for him. Like I say, he's my favorite Sanders, and I wish Shiloh the best. Once again, you watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. It's the late edition. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hype the video, share the video. Anything that you do to support the broadcast will be highly appreciated. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. All right? Tomorrow night live at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. All right? See y'all then. Peace.